Srila Gurudev and his amazing association with us for this entire month of Kartik, where we are discussing the topic Radha Shunya, Missing Mercy, Understanding and Overcoming Aparadh. Today is day 15 of our series, where our topic is Offending the Holy Dham. So let's just start with this. Before we start the session, we will have a Vaishnava song by Ratnangi Radha Mataji. Mataji, over to you. Can you please sing for us?
Hare, Hare Krishna, Srila Gurudev. Please accept my humble obeisances unto the dust of your divine lotus feet. Please bless so I can sing for the pleasure of Sri Radha Shyama Sundar. This bhajan is written by Srila Narottam Das Thakur. Srila Narottam Das Thakur Mahashay ki jai. Dear devotees, Dandavat Pranam to all. A request to all, please close your eyes and take your consciousness to Sri Vrindavan Dham. वृंदावन रम्य स्थान दिव्य चिंतामणि धाम रतन मंदिर मनोहार वृंदावन रम्य स्थान दिव्य चिंतामणि धाम रतन मंदिर मनोहार आवत कालिंदी रे राजहंस केली करे ताहे शोभे कनक कमाल आवत कालिंदी रे राजहंस केली करे ताहे शोभे कनक कमाल वृंदावन रम्य स्थान दिव्य चिंतामणि धाम रतन मंदिर मनोहार तारम देहिम पीठ अष्टदले बेष्टित अष्टदले प्रधान नायिका तारम देहिम पीठे अष्टदले बेष्टित अष्टदले प्रधान नायिका तार मध्ये रत्नासने बसिया दुई जन श्याम संगे सुंदरी राधिका तार मध्ये रत्नासने बसियाचे दुई जने श्याम संगे सुंदरी राधिका ओ रूप लावण्य राशी आम्ही आपैचे खासी हास्य परिहास संभाषणे ओ रूप लावण्य राशी आम्ही आपैचे खासी हास्य परिहास संभाषणे नरोत्तम दास काय नित्य लीला सुखमय सदाई स्फुरके मोर माने नरोत्तम दास काय नित्य लीला सुखमय सदाई स्फुरक मोरे माने वृंदावन रम्य स्थान दिव्य चिंतामणि धाम रतन मंदिर मनोहार आवत कालिंदी रे राजहंस केली करे ताहे शोभे कनक कमल। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे रामा राम राम हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। वृंदावन रम्य स्थान दिव्य चिंतामणि धाम, रतन मंदिर मनोहार। जय वृंदावन धाम, वृंदावन धाम, वृंदावन धाम, जय वृंदावन धाम, जय वृंदावन धाम, वृंदावन धाम, वृंदावन धाम, जय वृंदावन धाम। जय राधा श्याम सुंदर, राधा श्याम सुंदर, जय राधे, जय राधा श्याम सुंदर, राधा श्याम सुंदर, जय राधे, जय जय प्रभुपाद, 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 जय जय प्रभुपाद, जय जय गुरुदेव, 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 जय जय गुरुदेव नित्य गौरा। हरि बोल, हरि बोल, हरि बोल नित्य गौरा, हरि बोल, बोल प्रेमानंदे, हरि हरि बोल. So now take a look on its translation. Beautiful Vrindavan is filled with Chintamani gems and many jewel places and temples. Many regal swans play in the waters of the Yamuna, and in those waters a splendid golden lotus flower grows. In the middle of that lotus is a golden place surrounded by 8 petals. On these 8 petals, the 8 principal gopis reside. And in the center, Lord Shyamasundar and beautiful Srimati Radharani sit on a jewel throne. The great beauty of the divine couple and their charming joking and laughter continuously showers nectars everywhere. Srila Narottam Das says, I pray that these blissful eternal transcendental pastimes of the divine couple may be always manifested in my heart. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you. Beautiful, beautiful, sweet nectar. Very cooling to the hearts.
Thank you so much, Mataji, for a very beautiful singing for us. So now we will continue with our session with Srila Gurudev. Just before we start the session, I would like to request you all to keep a journal handy so that we can reflect on all of it that we've learned whenever we want to. And also there are language interpretation in Portuguese and English, so we can kindly join those rooms. And let's start with today's session. Yes, Srila Gurudev, we can start now. Hare Krishna.
Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Pristaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swami Nityayami. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Pristaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swami Nityayami. Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Prasthane Sita Sanyavadi Pachata Divatari. Namaste Saraswati Devi Gora Bani Pasarine Rivika Navadi Pasaka Divata Hare Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Shivasaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Shivasaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shiyadita Gadada Shiyasa Goda Bhakta Vrinda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shiyadita Gadada Shiyasa Goda Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Jaya Prabhupada Prabhupada Hela Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Jaya Gurudev Gurudev Jai Gurudev Jai Jai Gurudev 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 Nitabara Haridev 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada 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 Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Jaya Prabhupada Prabhupada, Jai Prabhupada. Jai Om Vishnu Pad Paramahamsa Pariva Jagacharya Astuttara Siddhasishimadhi Iskam Acharya Jagadguru A.C. Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnu Pad Paramahamsa Pariva Jagacharya Astuttara Siddhasishimadhi Angris Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada Ki Jai. Ananta Good Device Vrinda Ki Jai. Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur Ki Jai. Prem to Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhaktivinoda Shri Radha Krishna Gopal Gopinath Shama Kundara Kunda Giri Govardhan Ki Jai Navandam Ki Jai Mathura Dham Ki Jai Navadu Maithudam Ki Jai Jagannath Puri Dham Ki Jai Jamuna Mai Ki Jai Ganges Mai Ki Jai Tulasi Devi Ki Jai Bhakti Devi Ki Jai Samaveta Bhaktivinoda Ki Jai Nitai Guya Premanandi. All glories to assembled devotees, all glories assembled devotees, all glories assembled devotees, all glory to Shishiguru and Sri Gauranga. Namam Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pita Bhutale Sumiti Bhatti Tirtha Shamsana Navati Krishna Prabhupada Shitam Shri Gaura Karana Sakti Bhatti Tirtha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Advaita Gadara Siva Sadi Gaur Bhakti Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. His Holiness Bhakti Tirtha Swami Maharaj ki jai. Radha Sunya ki jai. Shri Radha Damodara ki jai. Radha Sama Sundar ki jai. Shri Vrindavan Dham ki jai. Shri Damodara Yashoda ki jai. Gaura Bhakta Vrinda ki jai. Hare Krishna. Let's go to the theater hall, my friends. Let's go there. With all the equipment present, the bed having made ready. Radha Sunya, missing mercy. So we're trying to understand the danger of Aparadha, how dangerous and devastating Aparadha is, and how we can seriously and narrowly overcome, can completely overcome all the apparatus, all the danger, the pitfalls on the part of Bhakti, by the mercy of our chariots and our well-wishers, brothers and sisters. Thank you, Hare Krishna. So today, in particular, we are looking at offending the holy Dham. How to avoid offending the holy Dham, so that we can get purified. Yes. Tirtha Aparadha and Dham Aparadha. Offenses in sacred places. Tirtha Aparadha or Dham Aparadha are offenses that one may commit when visiting sacred places. Tirthas, pilgrimage places, are surcharged with the special persons of the Lord and of his exalted agents. They are further intensified with the consciousness of people who come there in a prayerful state, in a mood of surrender. The special nature of Vrindavan and Mayapur, for example. Vrindavan and Mayapur are replicas of the spiritual world and are as worshipable as Krishna himself. Srila Prabhupada writes in the Nectar of Devotion, citing the Padma Purana. Actually, if someone goes to Vrindavan, he will immediately feel a presence from Krishna, who performed such nice activities when he was present there. If one goes to Vrindavan, one would immediately feel the presence from Krishna. Immediately one feels the presence from Krishna. That is when we have entered Vrindavan. Therefore, it is recommended that we must go to Gopishwara Mahadev to give us entrance into Vrindavan. Without that, we are not going to be in Vrindavan. We are going to see India, not Vrindavan. Immediately, one will feel separation from Krishna when one actually enters Vrindavan. Therefore, we have to prepare our consciousness before going there. Year before last, in Mayapur, we were discussing, we were explaining the consciousness Jiva Goswami gave to all of us as a process of enter Mayapur Dham to enter Vrindavan. As soon as he left his house, before leaving the house, but as soon as he left the house, he had already entered Mayapur. He was going to Mayapur, he has entered Mayapur in his mind before he physically came there. So all the way he was just meditating on Mayapur, meditating on Nityananda Prabhu and his associate. That is the mood he entered into Vrindavan. Like Akura. Akura was thinking, although Kamsa has sent for Krishna and Balaram, but he had evil intention. His intention is to kill these two boys. But I know Krishna and Balaram are the supreme personality of Godhead, and the Kamsa will not be able to kill them. Therefore, Akura went to Vrindavan to invite Krishna and Balaram to come. That was the only reason why he went there. He is fully conscious that they are the supreme personality of Godhead, and Kamsa, no matter how powerful and expert may be in fighting, they will not be able to kill Krishna and Balaram. But Krishna and Balaram will kill him. So, Kamsa has tormented, terrorized the whole world. Now let me go and bring Krishna Balaram to kill this demon and give peace to the world. That was the reason Akura went to bring Krishna. And while he was going, that is all he was thinking. What a great fortune that I'm going to see Krishna. What a great fortune I'm going to see Krishna. This is a mood to enter Vrindavan. This is a mood to enter Mayapur or holy places. This is a mood. One is already meditating on the expectations of one going to these places. I'm going to Vrindavan, I'm going to Mayapur. What the expectation? I'm going to Jagannath Puri. What the expectations? I'm going to see, by good fortune, the Supreme Lord. And I will, in the case of Akura, and I will bring Krishna Balaram. They will kill Kamsa and give peace to the world. Akura was thinking like that. That was everything in his mind. And as soon as he got to the border of Vrindavan and he saw on the ground Krishna's lotus feet, he jumped down from the chariot and rolled on the dust. This is Charna Renu. Charna Renu. Vande Nanda Vraja Srinam Pada Renuma Vishna Shamare Gatori Gitam Punati Puvana Trayam. Puvana Trayam. Uddhava is very ecstatic. Vande Nanda Vraja Srinam. He's offering obeisance not to the gopis. He's offering obeisance to the dust at the feet of the gopis. Very ecstatic. That is the mood one should use to enter holy places. But expectation, what is expectation? I will have the fortune to see the Lord. And in the case of Sri Goswami, I will have the fortune to see Balaram, and Lord Nityananda Balaram. And he will give me mercy. He will reveal the Dham to me. He will give me the vision to see Mayapur. And I will see all the associated with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and I will participate in their pastimes. That was the mood. That was the only thing in his mind. And he went like that to Mayapur, and he met Lord Nityananda Prabhu. As soon as he arrived, Nityananda Prabhu sent for him. Call me Srila Jiva Goswami. But they don't know who is Jiva Goswami. They don't know who is Jiva Goswami. But they were sent to look for Jiva Goswami. So when they were looking for Jiva Goswami has fainted unconscious as soon as he entered Manipur. And he went straight where Nityananda Prabhu was waiting for him. They know each other. How did they know? They have been communicating. They've been communicating. With cell phone, useless. Degradation. Cell phone is degradation, not advancement. It's degradation. It's for useless, degraded people. Degraded, useless people, they use cell phone. Exalted person, they don't use, they have a transcendental cell phone, they communicate. So Jiva Goswami, Lord Nityananda Prabhu, they communicating. The Lord is calling for his devotee to come. And he entered Vrindavan, he entered Mayapur. The Lord was waiting for him. And as soon as he arrived, so Jiva Goswami went straight to where Lord Nityananda Prabhu was waiting for him. Nityananda was also already arranged with a place where he's waiting for him. And he knows. Now Nityananda Prabhu was sent, go and bring my devotee. People came, they don't know who is Jiva Goswami. But they were able to detect him. How was able to detect him? When they came, when Jiva Goswami entered Mayapur, and the Mayapur was already revealed to him, he fell unconscious. All the symptoms of a Sattvic Baba was manifesting in his body. That was how he was identified. This must be Jiva Goswami. This must be Jiva Goswami. So look at him, look at his symptoms. He was unconscious at that time. He was able to identify. Among people, you see, Lord Nityananda is calling for him. Immediately he came back and followed him to Lord Nityananda. He followed the messengers to Lord Nityananda. This is how to enter a holy Dham. With expectations. Akura entered with expectations and he met the Lord. This is how to enter. In this way, one will have the Dham revealed. Nityananda Prabhu revealed the Dham to Sri Jiva Goswami. Nityananda Prabhu, he took Jiva Goswami to Jogpid to get blessings. That's the beginning. And then from there, he went to Srivas Angam. In Srivas Angam, he brought Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's Harinam party. Right? He brought the whole Harinam party to Jiva Goswami. That means what? Nityananda Prabhu was standing there with him physically, and also in the Harinam party he brought, he is also there in the Harinam party dancing live. They were dancing live. And he is also standing there. So we have two Nityananda Prabhu here. And then and all others, they were dancing the kirtan. He revealed the persons of the Lord. He showed everything to Jiva Goswami. He fell unconscious on the ground. Again, second time, he fell unconscious. He fell. Because the Lord showed him everything. He sees us anger. So when we go to Mayapur, we should pray like this. We'll go to the Sriva's anger. Last time when we went, we were telling you what is this, so we can follow this. For be able to do the ones will be careful of Dham Aparadhas. They have been enumerated as 10 also. We have 10 for the holy name, we should have 10 for the Dham. And the first one is what? What is the first one? What's the first one to be avoided? The first Dham Aparadhas. Very, very important. Anyone remember? We're talking of Aparadhas. Let us. Anyone remember the first one, Dham Aparadhas, the first number one? I just want to know the number one, not the remaining 9. Only one I went to now.
Matsya Prabhu, I think you're in the channel, so we can't hear you. Maybe you can type it out.
You can just say it or, type it out, see someone can read it.
Maharaj, to blaspheme the devotees who are residing in the Dham.
No.
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 To offend the Guru who reveals the Dham to us.
To offend this, yes, they offend the spiritual master who has the key to reveal the Dham. That's the first one. That's the first one. A person who will help us to reveal the Dham, who has the secret of Krishna consciousness, has the key to Goloka, to offend him is very, very dangerous. We can never enter Vrindavan. We can even live there physically. You can live in Mayapur. You can live in Vrindavan physically. You can live in Jagannath Puri physically. But one is not considered to live there, to be living there, because of Aparadha. Aparadha will throw us out, will cover us up from the real Dham. To blaspheme, to criticize, to disobey the Guru who is revealing the Dham. That's number one offense. We should be careful. Avoid it. The Dham and the Tirtha. Understand? The Dham is a holy place. That's a holy place, the Dham. What Tirtha? Within the holy place, what is this Dham, the holy place, like in Vrindavan? Why do we have to go from one place to another place to another place? We're already in Vrindavan, or we're already in Mayapur. Why do we have to go to Siva Sangam? Why do we have to go to this place, this place? Why do we have to go there? Because that is the Tirtha in the Dham. So there are two things in one place, two things in one. Where the places the Lord has specifically made some person. We go also, okay, Krishna has rasa dance here. Okay, Krishna has rasa dance here. Okay, Krishna did this. That's Tirtha. Tirtha. Yes. Tirtha Aparadhas or Dham Aparadhas are offenses that one may commit when visiting sacred places. Tirthas, pilgrimage places, are so charged with the special persons of the Lord and of his exalted agent. Krishna and his pure devotees, they have performed particular person in this place. That becomes Tirtha, in the Dham. Now, Srila Prabhupada has created Tirtha outside Vrindavan, outside Mayapur, outside Jagannath Puri. So those places are what? Tirtha, because the Lord's pure devotee have performed person in these places with the devotees. Therefore, they have become exalted places. So the scripture recommends that we should visit these places. Why? Because when we visit these places, we may have the fortune to get in some places, the holy people are staying there, or some are visiting there. We will have the fortune to meet them there and question them about Krishna. So if we go to holy place, this day, you can go to shop and buy books and read about this, all the passing places. Please try to understand that they're not the same. When you get a sadhu who will speak those persons in that place, it's not the same. Some people, they make this big offense in their heart. Yes, I already know the person. Huh? You know the person? Know the person is just to read it in a book? It is completely different. Completely different. One can only have access to understanding the scriptures, understanding the holy Dham, and enter into the mystery or devotional service only by the mercy of Guru. Pure Sadhu, Sadguru will reveal these places. Yes. Therefore, the scripture recommends we should go to this place and not to go and just see, take pictures and eat, and then go back to the house. Where are you coming from? I'm coming from Vrindavan Dham. Oh, great. In the month of Kartik, I spend the whole month in Vrindavan. But you go back to the house to go and eat onions and garlic and meat. Right? That's Vrindavan. A place who have visited Vrindavan. This morning we're discussing. The eye that see God shall die. One who sees Krishna, one who visits Vrindavan, Prabhupada said here what? Oh, we immediately feel separation from Krishna. Immediately. That is visiting the Dham. This will happen only when we have the mercy of a pure devotee. We have visited Gopishwara Mahadev and get his blessing, get his permission. So that he will give us the entrance to Vrindavan. It is then Vrindavan will be revealed. So, dear devotees, all of you who are there in Vrindavan, please, all of you who are there in Vrindavan, every Monday, please go to Mahadev Gopishwara. Go and pray to him. All of you are fortunate to be there now. Please go every Monday. Whatever you are doing, on Monday you should go there and go and pray. You should go and pray to him. Gopishwara Mahadev. Please don't forget. Go there and get his blessing. Yes, then your Kartik will become more meaningful. Please go there. They are further intensified with the consciousness of people who come there in a prayerful state, in a mood of surrender. For example, Vrindavan and Mayapur are replicas of the spiritual world and are as worshipable as Krishna himself. Srila Prabhupada writes in the Nectar of Devotion, citing the Padma Purana. Actually, if someone goes to Vrindavan, he will immediately feel separation from Krishna, who performed such nice activities when he was present there. Very good. Yes. The ultimate goal of pilgrimage. In the Padma Purana, it is also stated, to travel to different places of pilgrimage means to attain emancipation from material bondage. Yes? The eye that sees God shall die. To travel to different places of pilgrimage means what? To attain emancipation from material bondage. That is visiting holy places. This, however, is not the highest professional stage. After attaining this liberated stage, Brahma Bhuta, one has to become engaged in devotional service to the Lord. Yes, that is the proof that one has attained the mercy. Now we have been given a ticket to enter into devotional service, into Krishna consciousness. This statement of transcendental loving devotional service to the Lord is the goal of life, and it can be achieved very easily for one who lives in Mathura Mandal, even for a few seconds. Even for a few seconds. Yes. This is the meaning of being fortunate, that one has certain fortune. One will get the blessing to enter into the mysteries of devotional service, pure devotional service, Krishna consciousness. Then, such a person is considered to be staying in Mathura Mandal. Either one is staying there or visiting there. And Prabhupada said, wherever one is in the world, if one is constantly thinking of Radha and Krishna, that person is living in Vrindavan. It is further said, who is that person who will not agree to worship the land of Mathura? Mathura can deliver all the desires and ambitions for the fruity workers and of the salvationists who desire to become one with the Supreme Brahman. Certainly, Mathura will deliver the desires of the devotees who simply aspire to be engaged in devotional service to the Lord. One can be engaged in devotional service anywhere in the world, and that is Mathura, Vrindavan. When we hear this, the word used in Mathura here, Mathura here means Vrindavan. Not just Mathura, we know. This is Vrindavan. This is Vrindavan. One is living in Vrindavan when one has a fixed devotional service for the Lord. That is Vrindavan. Meanwhile, one can physically stay in Vrindavan there and is not living in Vrindavan because the consciousness is not there. The consciousness is outside. A friend was telling me he visited Mayapur. He visited Mayapur, and then another devotee who was there said, "Oh Prabhu, oh Prabhu, oh, you see, how can I get your contact to me communicating with you? Because I want my son, when my son finishes from the Gurukula, I want my son to come with you and work outside." He's staying in Mayapur and is thinking about outside Mayapur. And he wants the son to go outside to go and work and come and have a building in Mayapur and become landlord and be collecting money. That is the perfection of his life in Krishna consciousness. So is that living in Vrindavan? That living in Mayapur? No. One is externally living there as a business person, but not as a devotee. A devotee lives in Vrindavan, lives in Mayapur, lives in Jagannath Puri, in consciousness, and sometimes physically living there. All right? Rapid advancement or rapid disaster. Yeah, both things are there. It is further stated how wonderful it is that simply by residing in Mathura, even for one day, one can achieve a transcendental loving attitude towards the supreme perspective of Godhead. This land of Mathura must be more glorious than Vaikuntha Dham, the kingdom of God. This is wonderful. And Gokul Vrindavan is what? Superior to Vaikuntha. Can you imagine that? Why? Vaikuntha is a spiritual world. How is it possible that this Gokul Dham is superior to Vaikuntha? Somebody asked me this question because they had me as a scholar in a lecture. Somebody asked me, how is that possible? I was just explaining. It is written here, right? It's written here that one is in Mathura, yes, superior to Vaikuntha. Why? Because here, Gokul, Krishna performed wonderful activities, which is not in Vaikuntha. Vaikuntha, every planet has one Lakshmi Devi. Goloka Vrindavan, Gokul Vrindavan, how many gopis? How many gopis in Mathura Vrindavan? How many gopis? Uncountable, unlimited gopis. Vaikuntha has only one planet, it's only one. So it's not superior? Yes. In Vaikuntha, did you see someone coming with a cane to beat Narayan? Did you see someone coming with a cane to beat Narayan in Vaikuntha? I'm asking you. Can it ever happen that somebody come with a cane to beat Narayan? Narayan, you are a thief. I'll beat you. That is not in Vaikuntha. That is only in Gokul Vrindavan, Goloka Vrindavan, you can find this. Therefore, it is superior. It is superior. There are many things you can speak about it to show how it's superior. It is superior. Lord Narayan never steal. He can never do that. It is zero. Yes. Why? Because what? That is a principle-minded. Krishna is what? Krishna is the reservoir of all regularities. That's Krishna, not Narayan. Narayan is straight. Everything straight. Everything nice. Everything. Goloka Vrindavan, nothing is in order. It's not material. You cannot calculate it. You cannot calculate it. Even if don't you see building material? Which one is straight? Vrindavan. Which how do you see is straight? Which line is straight in Vrindavan? Check. Look carefully. Which house is straight? Which place is straight in all the houses? Look at the activities the people do there. Not straight. By country, everything is straight. Go to Delhi, everything is straight. Go to Mumbai, everything is straight. Go to Vrindavan, nothing is straight. Because the master of irregularities is living. Yes. So dhams or tirthas in the original spiritual glory are not perceived by the external senses, but are revealed as is described in Brahma Samhita by devotion. Premanjana Churita Bhakti Vilochanana Santa Sadi by Santa Satai Desu Vilokayanti Jam Shama Sundra Chinta Guna Swarupam Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajani. By the sight of the Premanjana, Prema and Jana. When spiritual eyes are awakened, and the Dham can be revealed in all its spiritual glories. What is the factory for Premanjana? And who is the director in that company? Who? Who is the director of this company? Please tell me. Who is the director? Factory. Premanjana factory. Huh?
Gurudev, Srimati Radharani.
Yes, Srimati Radharani. Radharani is the proprietress. And so he has the ointment. When she anoints someone with that ointment, only will the person have the eye to see Shyama Sundara. Very good. Next. amplified benefits and risks. The dams are also places where we can hurt ourselves by behaving improperly. The benefits are amplified and the negative effects are also amplified if one commit offenses or in those places. We have Vrindavan, Mayapur, Mathura, Haridwar, Jagannath Puri, and so many other powerful holy places. We also have our centers which are designed for concentrated worship, and they should be tirthas, the mosque, the church. For the temple are places which should motivate the worshipper to serve God better, to maintain vows, and to make his or her life an expression of theology. So, while we amplify or maximize our fortune by visiting the holy Dham, we can also destroy it. Sanatana Goswami mentioned in Bhagavatamrita, if one make offenses in other places, if we come to holy places, one get purified. But if one make offenses in these places of pilgrimage, one will never get purified. We carry cabbages there to come and dispose it. And then if you contaminate with the garbage, how will you dispose it? Where? So it is very difficult. Then he gave the answer. The answer he gave was that one should never leave Vrindavan or Mayapur or Jagannath Puri. One should never leave these places. Because if one continues to stay there only, then one will get free from the reactions of those offenses which we commit in those places. I've seen some devotees who visited Mayapur Vrindavan. I have some God brothers who visited. When they came back from there, they left the movement. I have practical. God brothers. They went to Vrindavan, Mayapur, and they came back and left the movement. Some joined the Sai Baba. Yes. Some, they just left completely. Why? Aparadhas in the holy Dham, very, very destructive. Some people came with the chronic disease. Yes, this I have seen with my own eyes. So I have evidence to prove that yes, one can go to these holy places and become contaminated instead of getting destroyed. Well, instead of getting purified, one also get destroyed. Because if we do any good thing in the holy Dham, we have 100% result. If we do something wrong, also we have 100% negative result. Both are 100. Good is 100, bad is 100. So that's why Guru is amplified. Amplified. He used the word amplified. The benefits. Amplified benefit and also amplified risk. If you do something good, it will multiply. If you do something bad, it will also multiply. Therefore, it is very important for us to do something good so that it will multiply and cover all our innumerable offenses. This morning we're hearing Krishna forgive offenses for those who are engaged in serving Srimati Radharani. Those who are chanting Srimati Radharani's name. Radha. Rupa Goswami said that. And Vidagda Madhava. Rupa Goswami said, anyone who say Radha, the ocean of material existence will be dried up. This syllable, Radha. Yes. The ocean of material existence of sinful life will remove, to be dried up, become free. So those who chant Radhe Radhe throughout their whole life, what do we expect from them? The whole of their life is Radhe Radhe Radhe. Their consciousness is Radhe 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 Shama Sundar Radhe 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 Govinda Radhe 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 Sham Radhe. So we should stay back in Mayapur or in Vrindavan. Then we can be free from the offenses, the sin committed in the holy places, and constantly chant the holy name of Krishna Radharani. And those of us who are also taking vows in Kartik to chant the Radha Kripa Kataksha. If you chant Radha Kripa Kataksha, it's good, but it's not complete. So we should not chant only Radha Kripa Kataksha. We should also chant Krishna Kripa Kataksha Stara, Chotram. Then it's complete. Our system is Radha Shyamasundar, not only Krishna. Because if you chant Radha Kripa Kataksha, Krishna will be very happy with you. Right? But what do you done? Krishna want to hear. He said Radha. Krishna will be very, very happy. Oh, he's chanting my Priyaji's name. But if you add Krishna, then that's materially also be very pleased. So Radha Kripa and Krishna Kripa Kataksha Stotram should be chanted together. Then we have Radha and Krishna. Then it's combined. It's complete. It's complete. That is complete. All right. Radhe, Radhe, Radhe. Going internal through reflections. One who executes Bhakti in these places can make very rapid advancement. However, by committing offenses, one can rapidly create disaster. That is true. Situation. You have been living or serving in a holy place, maybe Vrindavan, Mayapur, even your local temple. At first, everything feels sacred. Every sound, every breeze, every devotee's face. But gradually, familiarity creeps in. You start noticing flaws. He is not sincere. She is political. This place has lost its purity. The same Dham that once felt alive now feels ordinary or even disappointing. And then the inner realization down. It wasn't the Dham that changed. It was a consciousness that died. What we see in the beginning when we come to Krishna consciousness, it remain as it is. But due course of time, we don't see those things. It does not mean they are not there. They are there for those who also come and do like we can. It is our own consciousness that have changed. Therefore, if we change, then we will go back to where we begin. Therefore, His Holy Bhakti Maharaj said, every Hare Krishna devotee who have been moving for years, we should rejoin ISKCON. Let us rejoin ISKCON. Personal reflection. Do I still approach sacred places with awe, or have I allowed familiarity to make them casual? Have I ever criticized devotees, management, or the environment while in the Dham, forgetting it is Krishna's personal abode? Am I more focused on how others behave in the Dham than how I behave within it? Very introspective thing we should think about it. So discussion. The Dham magnifies everything, devotion or offense. What daily attitude or shall disciplines can help me remain awake, respectful, and grateful in sacred places, so that the Dham reveals itself instead of withdrawing its mercy. Hari Hari Bol.
Hare Krishna, dear devotees. So we will go through our internal reflections. We have 10 minutes, 5 minutes for personal reflection, and another 5 minutes for discussions in the breakout rooms. So we will meet after 10 minutes. Yes.
Also, adding on to Mataji's points, please make sure that each member gets a chance to speak. So, structure your thoughts and speak so that everybody gets a chance to share in their contributions. And so, the representative of each group can also share the collective group's reflections and not just their own reflections. So, yes, we are now opening the breakout rooms. The reflections screenshot will be shared on the PDD Swami updates group. You can take help from that image, and all the best. Hare Krishna. Radhe Radhe. We request all the devotees who are still here to join into the breakout rooms. Suresh Prabhu, Sanchari Mataji, Vardaini Mataji, Govind Prem Prabhu, Rajiv Ranjan Prabhu, and Ladeshia Mataji. You all can join into the respective breakout rooms. There'll be some group members there waiting for you for the discussion. So, yes, you all can join into your respective breakout rooms. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Gurudev. So, as the devotees are joining back in, just a common observation as you all are interacting, it will be very nice if everybody in the group can keep their videos on, and also to have, so that we save out on some time, the representatives can always encourage that those devotees who are ready with the points can be encouraged to raise their hands within your breakout rooms so that you know who to call next. And everybody can also keep a personal timer so that we can allow our other group members also to share their views. I think everybody is back into the main room, so we would request all the group representatives to raise their hands on Zoom so that we can call you one by one. And please be brief as we have a couple of more slides to cover. So try to put in the thoughts question by question in 1 to 1.5 minutes. We would like to call Sati Mataji first. Sati Mataji, if you could please unmute yourself.
Hare Krishna. Unmute. We discussed that when you're in a situation and you're in the temple and you're hearing things that you don't want to hear, that Krishna is testing your level to see where you're at, to see how you would react to a situation in that matter. And then I also shared that I've been in situations where I've been asked to leave a temple or I've had services taken away. And this has helped me to become grateful and understand that any service I have can be given to somebody else anytime. So it creates an attitude of being grateful. And that we also said that keeping oneself busy doing service doesn't allow one to get involved in things they don't want to get involved in. And that Vaikuntha is a place where everyone's sort of focused on how to improve themselves. And then some of the devotees said that when they enter a holy place, that they want to enter it with a sadhu sangha or with senior devotees, so there's less chances of doing offenses. And they want to think, why are they entering this place? That it's not a casual activity. And just to, like, before they go, just to be prayerful and understand why they're going. And I also think that serving devotees is also an opportunity to serve Srila Prabhupada and serve the Guru. And I think of each temple they go to as their own temple. So they will serve and think, oh, this is my service. I also need to clean the temple and take care of the temple. So that's what we discussed.
Thank you so much, Mataji.
Brahmani Mataji, would you like to go next?
Hare Krishna. Is it okay? So some of the points that were discussed is that it's important to constantly read and hear about the Dham and pastimes to keep the awe present and fresh. So also remembering what the Aparadhas are will help us remain aware. And being, like Mataji just mentioned, we also discussed that the being association with more experienced devotees in the Dham is a great source of protection, and it also helps us not fall familiar. Also, being busy in services and not entering the Dham with the mentality of enhancing one's self spiritually, that, oh, I am entering the Dham because now I have advanced spiritually, or I am to advance spiritually, or similar type of mentality that can be degrading. To not be focused in the conditions or material facilities that might or might not be present in the Dham is a very important way to prepare one's mind and consciousness before entering the Dham. And the situations that happen in the Dham, they're not ordinary, even if they are adverse situations. Externally, they look simple, but they're not. And Maya Devi is always on the watch for us. Even though one might be living in the Dham, there's a tendency to forget that if you're not careful. So you can fall into the innumerable traps of Maya. And we have to know and be aware that we are there for our own purification. We have arrived in the Dham by mercy and by mercy only. So planning our consciousness before going to the Dham, preparing to visit and to enter and know the places we will go has a huge impact on how our spiritual advancement will unfold in the Holy Dham. So it is very easy to fall into the familiarity of the Dham, but that can be avoided with proper planning. Criticizing devotees, management, or environment is also a trap that we should avoid. And if we are more focused on how others behave, we're not really advancing spiritually because we're not really taking full advantage of the mercy. That's it. Thank you so much for the opportunity. Hare Krishna.
Next, we have Shweta Deepak Mataji. Mataji, would you like to share and unmute yourself?
Hare Krishna, Shila Gurudev. So Gurudev,
Hare Krishna.
devotees were contributing like they are trying so hard that they should not do offenses regarding Dham or devotees, but somehow they are conditioned and they do so. So the discussion points were like before
डिस्कशन पॉइंट ये था
Kamalakshi Mataji, just 1 minute. I'll assign you to the channel. Somehow you're out of
before
the channel.
before coming to Vrindavan, we should hear the glories of Dham, and we should be grateful. We should remain grateful and enter with humble attitude. We should enter Dham with permission of Lord's devotee. So that's it, Gurudev.
All right, thank you.
Next, we have Shuddha Bhakti Mataji. Mataji, can you unmute?
Yes, Hare Krishna, Sri Gurudev, Dandavat Pranam.
Hare Krishna.
For first question, the answer is that is given by devotees are yes. Visiting first time was totally different, full of zeal, but as they started to visit frequently, it becomes casual. And for second question, yes, we feel yes, because many times we have done like this because forgetfulness is there that it is Krishna's abode. And for third answer, yes, for me it is many times, but for one or two devotees it is sometimes. And for discussion point, be prayerful to our Shri Gurudev and our acharyas. And second point is we should remember all time that Dham is Krishna himself. It is not different from Krishna. And for third, we should know the effect of offenses before committing it to any devotees or to our acharyas or Shri Gurudev. And four is being respectful to Dham Vasis. Thank you so much, Shri Gurudev. Hare Krishna. Dandavat Pranam.
Hare Krishna.
Next, we have Pratik Prabhuji. Yes, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Hare Gurudev. Please accept my humble and respectful obeisances at your lotus feet. So, reflection for the first point is initially everybody who goes to the Dham, let's say if somebody is coming to the Dham just a couple of days ago, we are very much conscious, that the way we should be approaching Dham, as you said, that we should pray to that before we go to Dham, we should think over it so that the Dham can reveal to us. So that mentality is there, at the time when we are probably entering it or for the initial couple of days. But the once we are, let's say, staying for, let's say, more than 2-3 days or 5 days, then slowly that eventually we get a feeling that in the mood, we are getting into the mood that, oh, Krishna, Radharani is kind of pleased with us and, everything is happening good. So we are kind of, having that behavior, or we're not treating the sacred place with awe and reverence. So we should be creating a behavior of consciousness that we should be careful in each and every moment when dealing with anyone and everyone within the Dham, so that we do not create offenses. Just to add more on this topic, so there is also His Holiness Radha Maharaj is here in Kartik Yatra, and the Yatra just began a couple of days ago. So the first very statement he started his Yatra is that for all those 10,000, 15,000 devotees who have come here, please don't think that you have been part of many such Yatras in the past. Please think that this is your first ever Yatra. And then he said that please also don't think that you know everything about the Dham. I think somebody mentioned that, we might feel that we have the etiquette to know what the Dham is, but then we should not take it for granted. So I would like to share that. The second point was whether we have criticized devotees. So the reflection was some of them said no, that they are strictly avoiding it. But my own reflection was that in the past, yes, when I have visited Dham without knowing what the implications are, I have done such offenses. But now this is Gurudev, your understanding that it is quite devastating, and the consequences are also equally devastating to criticize others. Now everybody is now more cautious rather than not to criticize anyone, not just devotees or top management. The third point, are we focused on how others behave? Again, to some extent, pretty much everybody has said yes, that most of us are focused on how others are behaving, but only if we are able to think that would we do the same behavior when our Gurudev or spiritual master is around, then probably the answer is then no, and then we should be focusing more on ourselves rather than focusing on others, because we also understood from the past sessions that we are also equally covered with Maya when we are seeing others from that perspective. Quick the discussion points. So there are two things again I want to present: when being in Dham and when we are not in Dham. So when we are not in Dham, what we should do probably is we should recite the 10 offenses towards the holy Dham and not just the holy names, because that will help us think in that perspective, even when we are not in Dham physically, but at least mentally. While we are in Dham, we should see Krishna. As we have also heard, we should see Krishna is being present in everyone and everybody, and they are here to please Krishna. The aim of everybody is to please Krishna and the spiritual master. So with that attitude, probably it will help us avoid offenses. And last thing is, we should also be aware that the holy Dham is also listening, or rather they are knowing what we are thinking and what we are doing things. So hence, that is one more aspect that we can be more cautious, which will help us avoid offenses. That's the reflection I would have to share from the group. Thank you, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Arjun Prabhu, you can bring back the slides.
Advanced devotees as living creatures. Srimad 1:13:10. Furthermore, the advanced devotee is always seated. Bhavad Vidha Bhagavatas Tirita Bhuta Sayam Vibho Tiriti Kurvanti Tiritani Swanta Stena Gada Brita. My Lord, devotees like your good self are verily holy places personified. Because you carry the personality of God within your heart, you turn all places into places of holiness. That is Yudhishthira Maharaj talking to Mahatma Vidura. Advaita Acharya told Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, to me your hand say Vrindavan. Wherever you are, that is Vrindavan. Yes. This is Advaita Acharya to Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Yes. Therefore, the scripture recommends we should visit holy places because the sadhus, they frequent these places. And some stay there, so we can have chance to hear from them what the Vedas are teaching. Therefore, should be not just to go and see places. And also, to go to holy places, we should not just go and roam around in holy places. We should be under some other devotees who will help us, who will take care of us and guide us. One should not just go to holy place, but and just be roaming around there. And that's not authorized. We see all our chariots, when they go to Vrindavan, they are specifically sent to go and stay with the devotee. Go and meet Rupa Sanatana Goswami. Go and meet Jiva Goswami. That's how they all went to Vrindavan. They don't just go and roam around in Vrindavan. They have visited holy places. These are themselves the Brajavasis in their past life. So they know, but yet they are following the principle to teach us what we should do. If we want to protect ourselves, we not just go and roam around there. We should go under somebody, be guided by a serious devotee who will help us to see Vrindavan in a different way. Next. Don't be overwhelmed. There are so many Aparadhas. Dham Aparad, offensive to living. Dham Aparad, offensive to the holy places. Seva Aparad, offensive that are made while rendering service. Vaishnava Aparad, offensive to devotees. And Guru Aparad, offensive to the Guru. With all of these recipes for disaster, one can become overwhelmed. It seems complex. There are so many ways we can make mistakes in Krishna consciousness. Simple solution. However, it is not necessary for an aspiring Vaishnava to spend so much time constantly worrying about offenses. The key to success is to be compassionate, humble, appreciative, and grateful for Krishna's mercy. And then the Lord in the heart will keep us from making offenses. When we lose humility and compassion, not only will we be in trouble, but it is guaranteed that we will commit offenses. We'll commit offenses. If you don't have this humility, if you don't have compassion, it's very, 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 very rare for a person to be free from offenses in this category. Very rare. We can easily make offenses. So we have been repeatedly saying that we should try to raise our standard from Kanisa to Madhyam, because Madhyam is safe. Kanisa is very, very dangerous and risky. Why? We can make offense to anybody, anytime, anywhere, very easily. Especially being close to pure devotees, very easy to make offense. All right. Realization through contemplation. Continue your 30-day notebook with today's focus on Dham consciousness. Part 1. Before entering morning chanting, spend 10 minutes. 5. Turning your consciousness. Don't rush in. Check your heart using these 4 qualities. Compassionate. Right now, am I ready to judge people or care for them? Close your eyes. Think of thoughts about devotees that usually come to your mind during japa. If critical thoughts may come, pause, breathe, say, they are trying, I am trying, we are all struggling. That's good. Humble. Do I feel superior to anyone I will meet or interact with today? Be honest. Is there someone you know look down on? If yes, remember a time you made mistake. Say, I'm no better, just differently covered. Appreciative. Am I grateful to enter JAP? Or I'm taking it for granted? Look at your japa beads. Billions of humans will know Millions of people will never enter a place like this. If taking it for granted, say, this is a gift, Krishna is not a blast. If grateful, feel it, let it feel you. 4. Grateful for Krishna's mercy. Do I remember my entire spiritual life is his kindness, not my achievement? Thinking about how you even came to Krishna consciousness. If you feel entitled, say, I didn't find you. You found me. Thank you, Krishna. If you feel entitled, say, I didn't. If grateful, bow, then enter jump. If you fail any of the 4, try to talk to yourself until your heart and consciousness shifts. All right? Realization to contemplation. Continue your 30-day notebook with today's focus on Dham consciousness. Part 2, evening journaling, 10 minutes. Each evening, write about your day using these prompts. Compassion. Today in the temple, at home or street, I felt compassionate towards Kanem. The moment I lost compassion was when blah, blah, blah. If I had stayed compassionate, I would have done such and such things. Right? Appreciation check. Today I appreciated the diseases. Today I took granted such and such things, situation. Tomorrow I want to appreciate. Very good. Humility check. Today I felt superior even when blah, 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 blah. The person I looked down on was blah, blah. What I don't know what their struggle is. Yes, if we ask them, we will know. Gratitude check. Today, I felt grateful for Krishna's mercy when today I forgot is all his mercy when blah, blah. And if I truly believe everything is his mercy, I will have done this. Haribol, nice contemplation. Parting meditation. The key to success is to be compassionate, humble, appreciative, and grateful. Then Krishna will keep me from offenses. Hari Hari Bol, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. His Holiness Patita Maharaj ki jai.
Thank you so much, Srila Gurudev. Thank you so much for this beautiful, amazing nectarian class. We will move on to question and answers. If there are any, please raise your hand. Gurudev, we have one question in the chat box.
Yes. Let's start from there.
Okay. It's from Rasika Preeti Mataji. She's saying, had a question.
Okay.
When visiting a holy place like Sri Dham with family or friends, we sometimes find that others may unknowingly criticize the atmosphere, devotees, or management there. Such words can feel deeply disturbing to us. How can we conduct ourselves in these moments, maintaining both inner respect and outer harmony? And how can we gently help them perceive the sanctity of the Dham without sounding self-righteous or creating conflict? Thank you, Srila Gurudev.
Okay. Before we take people to the dam, it's good to prepare the consciousness. We are going to Mayapur, we are going to Dham, we are going to Jagannath Puri. Vrindavan Das Thakur said, Jagannath Puri, everyone has four hands. That is Vaikuntha. But when we get there, we don't see people with four hands. So how do you feel? And again, they don't see people with four hands. Instead, you see people are chewing tobacco and spitting everywhere. It's very disgusting. So, how will we compare that to a person with four hands? Four hands means that the person is a Vaikuntha associate. Would they chew tobacco and go Vaikuntha? Definitely, that is not there. So one will naturally think, and then if you go to Alaranat, all the panda will bounce on you like bees, like dragging you, even dragging your shirt. So does it happen in Vaikuntha like that? So when we start to think otherwise, what is happening here? Am I in the right place? Is it the Jagannath Puri you told me that have come, or we are yet to go to Jagannath Puri? So we have to be properly informed what to expect. That now all the holy dam they are covered, and they will reveal themselves only to those who have the mercy of Dambasi or Dampala, Dikpala, the protectors of the dam. Lord Shiva is everywhere in the dam as a protector. So when we have his mercy, then we'll be able to enter properly into holy places and safety. It has to be revealed, and we should have the qualification for this to be revealed. We need to have faith. We also need to believe that, to have full belief that this is true. What the scriptures, what our child said is true. We should believe it. We should have faith. And we should be
Pratima Mataji, we lost connection.
Yes, Mataji, we'll just wait for a couple of minutes and I think Shila Gurudev should be back. Kamalakshi Mataji, maybe because you're in the channel, you can type in your question in the chat box till Shila Gurudev joins. If there's something else to be communicated, we can use the chat box to communicate. Also, we would like to encourage devotees to raise your hands right now so that the MC can also call you one by one once Srila Gurudev is back. You can also use the chat box to send in your questions if you're more comfortable that way. Hare Krishna.
Sorry for sorry for the disconnection.
No problem. No problem.
Yes, I was responding to the question.
By Rasika Priti Mataji Gurudev. About
Yes. Yeah, so we groom the devotees we are taking for the Dham so that they have a better understanding where we are going and what to expect. So yeah, we need to be free from offenses. We need to have faith. We should believe. We should believe that what the scripture says is true, what the child are teaching is true. We should believe Krishna is correct. When we are fully convinced like this, it will not be difficult for our child to reveal the Dham for us. Then we can really enter into the mysteries of understanding the Dham. These three qualities are there. We should have faith and we should believe, should be fully convinced and be free from offenses. Then everything will be revealed. And when we take people there, we already prepare them. There's no thing that you are going to go now. As soon as you admit it, you enter there, you get everything like that with our head full of another task. You should not expect those things. And when we are there, we should also try to remind devotees, like his own Radha did, by telling devotees what you should expect. That should be done. And when we hear a devotee say something like that, we should politely tell, please, don't think like this and don't say like this. Because even if you are right, if you start judging people here, we have problems. It's better for us to be careful. And Srila Prabhupada mentioned that we will not stay more than 3 days in Vrindavan. 3 days, we should get out. So for people like that, we should plan like this. We should not stay more than 3 days. You say people who are used are mature. Then we can stay longer. Otherwise, people who are still gross, you not allow them to stay more than 3 days. In this way, we can protect them. All right.
Thank you, Srila Gurudev. There is one more question from Kamalakshi Mataji. She's saying, Hare Krishna Gurudev. Gurudev, as you told that first offense to the holy Dham is offending Guru. So Gurudev, in general, all devotees are very careful to offend Gurudev either in Dham or outside. So then why Dham is not revealed to everyone? Because in general, no one offends Guru. So there's something else hidden meaning to not to offend Gurudev. Can you please expand on this knowledge?
I'll just explain now. We should be free from offenses. How many of us are free from offenses? To be free from offenses, not only to the Guru. And also, I'm not sure that everyone is free from offending Guru. I'm not sure. Either we're doing it mentally or grossly, or we talk behind, or disrespectful. Many people from my experience, they have put on the net, I'm going to see Gurudev. When they go to Vrindavan, they are going to Loi Bazaar, they're going to Monkey Vihari, they're going to this place, they're going to that place. They will come to Guru the last day they are living there. So what is that? Just respect to Guru? So I don't think that it's correct that many people are not offending. I don't think so. When we order, and when we say we should not offend Guru, do you think that Guru is alone? If you say you show kindness, so you are not offending Krishna Master, but we are hating all his disciples. You are minimizing all his disciples. So Guru is not connected with the disciple. He's not the Guru that Aparadhas were doing. That is also the Guru Aparadhas. Because when something happened to the disciple, he goes to the special master. We are connected. So we should try to understand all these things. So we should be free from offenses. That's the first thing. We should be fully convinced and believe that what the scripture says is true, and we should have faith. If we don't have these three qualities, the Dham will not be revealed. This is what we just mentioned now. Dham will be revealed to persons who are free from these three things. I doubt how many of us are free from this. And if you are free to be, we don't need to go and ask for it. It will just come naturally. Right? We just mentioned that Srila Jiva Goswami, he was coming full of Nityananda consciousness, full of Mayapur consciousness. He prepared, and exactly when he got there, that's what happened. That means he's free from offenses. If we are free from offenses, the same thing will happen to us. So the fact it's not happening like that means we are not free from offenses. We don't have faith. We should try to understand when we say we have faith or believe, or I believe. But how do you think we believe what is happening? Believe what the scripture says. I 100% believe that what the scripture says is correct, what the Acharya and Guru say is correct, what Prabhupada says is correct. Are we sure we believe that? We have that belief? And we have that faith that yes, if I follow this path, surely I'm going to have my desire fulfilled. So let me make it very clear. How many of us here, how many of us are 100%, how many of us here, please raise your hand, that you have never felt that Krishna never answered my prayer? Anyone here who is free from this thought? Please raise your hand. Who is free that have never one day thought that, oh, Krishna answered all my prayers? How many of us believe that? Krishna answered all my prayers. There's never a prayer I've asked, I've made, Krishna not answered. My prayer is not answered by Krishna. Anyone who is free from this, please raise your hand. Let me see. So is that faith or is that belief? Is that belief? No. That means we don't believe it. That's all. We don't believe it. And we don't have the faith that it will surely happen like that. We don't have the faith. Those who have the faith will never, ever to, oh, Krishna, Prabhu, please help me pray to Krishna. Krishna doesn't hear my prayer. I've been making prayer for 10 years now. Nothing has happened. Ask Krishna for this. You have not given to me. Anyone who is free from that thought, let me see. Please raise your hand. We have been asked to be. Anyone here? Please share with us. I'm free from the thought that Krishna never answered my prayer. Krishna don't answer my prayer. I'm free from that thought. That 100% sure Krishna is answering all my prayers. And have that full conviction, have that full faith that yes, Krishna will do what I've heard. That faith that is there. Show me. Raise your hand. Let me see. We're not judging you. We want to be blessed. Because you say we say something we don't understand the meaning. This is my experience. We say something we don't understand the meaning. When we say faith, what is that? We don't understand. We say full conviction, believe. What is it we don't understand? At least for Aparadhas, okay, we have some idea. Okay, I'm making offenses because we know our mind. But the faith we're talking about, they believe. Who has that
Hare
belief?
Krishna. Hare Krishna, Srila Gurudev. Please accept my humble obeisances. Can you hear me?
Yes, I'm hearing you.
Yes, Srila Gurudev. Srila Gurudev, Krishna always answered my prayers. Always from the childhood, even I was not knowing that is Krishna.
Stop talking nonsense. Stop talking nonsense. You should please go to the dictionary and look for the word belief before you can talk. When you say faith, a person who has belief in Krishna will not cry for anything. If you cry, it is joy, out of joy, not out of pain for why am I in this situation? You never cry?
Oh, I cry very easily.
For what? For prema?
No, Gurudev.
So is that belief in Krishna and Guru? I'm asking, is that belief in Krishna or faith in Krishna that yes, I have this, I'm fixed.
Yes, I understood, Srila Gurudev. What do you mean?
That's why I raise my voice so that we can understand. That's my purpose.
That
Thank
is
you
your
for
mercy,
understanding.
Srila Gurudev. That is your mercy to let me understand. Yes.
That's
Thank
my
you.
duty. That's my duty.
Yes, Srila Gurudev.
But my Guru didn't keep me in ignorance. I will not keep anybody in ignorance. I will say it.
Thank you. Thank you for
So
that.
this is what you should understand. Faith, full conviction, full belief that yes, Krishna, yes, it is true that Krishna is hearing my prayers, is answering my prayers. I am 100% convinced. And no single doubt, no single doubt in anything. Even we're talking about belief. And no offenses. The three things has to be immediately the Dham will be revealed. Everything will be shown to us fully. Everything will be shown. All right? Well, time has. Of course, this is a very good point that you should understand. So it's good that we spend some time here. Thank you, Manavi Manjai. Thank you, Hare Krishna.
Srila Gurudev, should we take the rest of the questions now or tomorrow?
Well, for me, it's okay, but I'm considering all of you. Yeah, time is late now.
Pratima Mataji? you want to-
Srila Gurudev, we'll have the questions noted. We had like around 4-5 questions, so that would have definitely taken a lot of time. But we'll request the devotees to send it us on the chat.
Yes, you can copy it, and tomorrow we look at it.
Yes,
Hari
Srila.
Hari Bol.
Thank you so much.
Thank you all very much.
Thank you so much.
I wish you all a good night in India and a good day in Brazil. Good evening in Africa. Hari Hari Bol in US also good afternoon. And see all of you happily tomorrow to continue with our surgical operation. Hari Hari Bol. At the end of this month, you will see healthy, refreshed, bright face, sweet smiling, and joyful advanced devotees who are yes to Krishna, no doubt from now onward in my Krishna consciousness. Krishna, you are all and all for me. Hari Hari Bol. See you tomorrow.
Thank you so much, dear devotees, for being present today. We will end our session with a Vaishnava bhajan. Over to you, Pratima Mataji.
Hare Krishna. So indeed, it was a surgical operation for all of us, and we are ever grateful to Srila Gurudev for dissecting our hearts and making us see even the dirtiest and the most difficult parts of ourselves. So maybe today Ratnangi Mataji took the chastisement for all of us, but I'm sure it was all of us who were there and are thinking like that. So I would like to thank Mataji for being courageous and helping us also hear the bold instructions from Srila Gurudev. We'll see you all tomorrow, and thank you so much for your enthusiastic participation. We request if the devotees who hadn't sent us the questions, like Vaishali Mataji, Prasannatma Prabhu, Hamsaduta Prabhu, you can please send it to us on our WhatsApp chats. We'll be sending the slides for the reflections and contemplations slide shortly, so you can send your questions in on the same number. Hare Krishna.
Prajadhiraj Nandana Muda Bhugatra Chandana Nulepaganda Vahinim Bhavabdi Bija Dahinim Jagatraye Yashasvinim Satsuda Payasvinim Bhaje Kalinda Nandinim Durantamoha Panjinim Rasaika Sima Radhika Padabja Bhakti Sadikam Tadangaraga Pinjara Prabhati Punja Manjulam Swarochi Shati Shobhitam Kritanjanadi Ganjanam Bhaje Kalinda Nandinim Durantamoha Banjinim. Rajendra Suno Radhika Hriday Prabhuya Madhayo Maharasabdi Purayo Rivatiti Bravegata Vahi Samu Chalan Bhaje Kalinda Nandinim Durantamoha Banjinim Vichitra Ratna Buddha Satata Dvaya Shri Yojwalam Vichitra Hansa Sarasadya Nanda Pakshi Sankolam Vichitramina Mikalam Kritadidina Palitam Bhaje Kalinda Nandinim Durantamoha Banjinim. Vahantikam Shriyam Hare Muda Kripasva Rupirim Vishuddha Bhakti Mujwalam Parirasatmikam Vidu Sudhashrutim Tvilokikim Parishavana Rupi Bhaje Kalindanandini Durantamoha Bhanjinim Surendra Brinda Vanditam Rasadadisti Tevane Sadopalabdha Madhava Puttaika Sadra Sonmadam Athaiva Vihulami Vochalataranga Dulatam Bhaje Kalindanandini Durantamoha Bhanjinim. Prafula Pankaja Nanamasanaho Valecharam Ratanganama Yukmaka Stanai Mudara Hansikam Nitam Gacharu Rodha Samhari Priyana Sujalam Bhaje Kalindanandini Durantamoha Bhanjinim Samastaveda Mastakarkumyavibhavam Sada Mahamuninda Narada Tibhi Sadaiva Bhavitam Atulyapam Marirapishitam Pumarta Saradam Bhaje Kalindanandini Duran